Hey there, rollers. It's Colin. Welcome to our second very special episode. This one brought to you by Ben and his desire to DM for us. I am so excited to get this out into the world for all of you to hear. We had an excellent time recording it. Hope you have a wonderful time listening to it. Smallest of warnings, I do play a ranger in this one. And it's mostly fun. Enjoy.
All right. Hello and welcome to the Roll Report. We have a very special episode for you tonight. I, Ben Rogue, will be guest DMing to give
oh my God.
our dear usual DM and fearless leader Colin a little break. I am very excited to be here and to share this one-off that I have done a few times in the past, but never with such amazingly talented company.
Oh, too kind.
Stop it, go on.
Stop it, go on.
Tell me more.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
We don't have time for that.
So, what we
Always.
will be doing tonight is delving into dun 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 the realm of the Dark Sorcerer.
See, like, he's really got the voice for it. You
Yeah.
know?
Evil laughter is its own reward.
It's true.
So, before I get into the story of the realm of the Dark Sorcerer, I would like to give my fellow players and compatriots the opportunity to introduce themselves and their characters for this one-off, very special episode campaign. Whoever would like to start may do so.
I'm Kaya, and I'm playing Blaze, who's a fire genasi druid barbarian of wild magic, I think is his class, and he's on fire.
Super hot. So hot right now. So hot right
So
now.
hot.
He's
That,
really hot.
that blaze is so hot right now.
Yeah.
That place is so hot right now, in a very literal sense.
I mean, figurative, too. Like,
Thanks.
And figurative.
Yeah.
Well, this is Fenner. And today I am playing Quilliam Shirk, a wood elf wizard with a dark, twisted path.
So dark and twisted.
Ooh.
How dark and twisted is it?
I mean,
Oh.
maybe it'll be drawn out by the horrible things that we'll have to do in the labyrinth and the realm of the Dark Sorcerer.
Oh.
A place where I feel quite at home, actually.
That makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. Cool your curls, kid. What's
There-
your name again? Blaze.
Blaze.
That makes
Hi, I'm Colin. I get to be on this side of the table. I'm very excited. I use he and they pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Rallimon, also known as Ral. Ral is a Firbolg ranger. I
A
will
what
say
ranger?
Firbolg. Are you laughing at my accent?
Sounds like
Yes.
Come
Kermit.
on, I want an accent like that.
Maybe tell our compatriots what Furbolg is.
What is furball?
It was last minute decision to attempt this. It may be bite in ass, how you say later. I am playing a Firbolg ranger. I am playing a ranger thanks to our wonderful recent friend of the show, Meadow Lawson, Howdy Love Darlin on TikTok and other things, because I said I would, despite my deep and abiding dislike for them. Firbolgs are like tall kind of deer people. So I have like some antlers and stuff. And I guess do we want to describe ourselves or like wait for that, Ben?
Yeah. Let's get
Okay.
into character descriptions.
Okay.
I would say no need
right.
not to.
Rallimon is a tall, perhaps 7.5 feet when you count the antlers that erupt from his skull. He is unlike all Firbolgs in that he is very pale. His fur has become sort of without pigment due to a long, long time in Underdark. because I am Gloomstalker Ranger and I am favored terrain is Underdark. I was part of little family who all exist to do the ranger things, the protection of the nature, the fungus, the caves, the limestone accumulation and accretion, all the geodes. I really like these things. And my family has been in Underdark for a long time. So we have lost some pigment in skin. My fur and body is much more pale. And I have little sort of mushrooms growing from horns from long time in underground, and I like mushrooms.
Blaze also likes mushrooms.
Don't
That
we
is very
all?
cool. We can bond over mushroom.
Oh, fantastic.
I appreciate the ideas of mushrooms, but I don't know.
But
I have
not
a
like
hard-
the
Dark Sorcerer.
I have a hard
Also
time
likes
enjoying
mushrooms.
anything after what
Have you
happened
tried
to me.
eating them?
Oh, yes.
I do
That
not know.
doesn't mean that the Dark Sorcerer will take mercy on you
Gosh.
just because we all like mushrooms.
So like I heard that you could like make mushroom teas. Like I've never done it myself, but you seem like an expert.
Oh, you mean for seeing things?
Yeah.
Like very cool little glowing sprite and fairy sort of things. Yes, I can make this tea.
Great.
I will perhaps do so not when we are in Labyrinth, because it seems it heightens what is sometimes there, and Labyrinth seems scary.
Oh, don't worry. I'm on fire.
Neither of you know what true fear is. I pray that you never do.
You
That's
sound
very nice of you. That's great intentions. I'm all about good intentions here.
I'll drink the mushroom tea. I don't give a damn.
So I'm Blaze, and as you can like all tell, I'm just this gloriously tall, masculine being
couldn't
made
keep
of.
that one with a straight face.
We get it. You're a jock. It's great.
Yeah. If you want to think about like surfer dudes, like lots of muscle on top, if you know what I mean.
Are you skipping
that
leg
was a
day? Is that what you're saying?
You're skipping leg day. Leg day is most important in Underdark. You must know how to climb things. Oh, it's
I just use
Yeah.
all my upper body strength to climb things. I've never had it
Yeah.
to rely on
Are you taller than I am? This is very important question.
I think I make it up to your like just under your antlers.
Okay.
But my arm span
Is big
is big.
You have
Is big,
you have
yes.
positive ape index. Your wingspan is
Yeah.
longer than height.
I'd be a great rock climber if I cared about rocks.
Well, I certainly have the physique to foil these two behemoths. I'm only 4 feet and 2 inches tall.
Oh, you are so
I am very small. Yes.
Do you want to
But
sit on my
inside
shoulder,
of my
man?
eyes are the depths and wide darkness abyss that could swallow your soul.
I have seen this.
But I also
abyss.
like poetry. I find that it helps me deal with the darkness.
Oh, I like to write haiku about underground sometime. It is, I have been told, not good.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
What's your favorite?
Wow.
My favorite poem is... Oh, I'm starting to go back into Galen's accent. Oh, what am I doing?
It's hard.
My favorite poem. No, that's not
That's
it.
much more. That's like past
That's-
Galen to someone else.
I don't know who I am. This is what happens when you make a new character. There's a settling period. There's a settling
Your
period.
favorite poem, yeah.
You think I should go high pitch for this?
Well, I mean,
For
you're
like
4
a
feet
tormented
tall.
little guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
tormented little guy.
Really dark life, but you're 4 feet tall, so you probably sound a little squirrely.
I also love the like
I don't know.
the tiny 4 foot tall elf with that like the deep rumble and the gravel in the voice.
Oh yeah, right.
I've
No, that's
seen
true. You
some
did start like deep.
things.
Oh, you'll never know the
It was like
depths of depression I've experienced.
You've never known the darkness I've known.
Oh yeah,
No,
a little
You've never
musical.
known the Underdark I've seen.
Well,
Oh my god.
maybe it'll just keep changing.
Okay. Well, those were amazing character introductions. So
Oh,
now,
wait, we don't know our class square. Chaotic good.
your alignment.
Ah.
Your
Yeah,
alignment.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel free to share your alignment now, or you could just,
Mhm.
Embody
tell us
it.
by your actions.
Oh, okay. I renounce that statement. It'll be a mystery.
I think Ralimon is probably lawful neutral. I care more about the caves, the Underdark, the geodes, the crystalline formations. I will probably have things to say if we enter a limestone cave because breathing in them can destroy the limestone. Stop that.
Noted.
Stop that. It is
Noted.
well, you're on fire, so you sort of counteract the moisture of your body naturally. So
Oh,
these,
my
these
lungs
I'm
are
just
very
naturally
small.
a
It
good
shouldn't
guy.
make much of a
Stop breathing.
difference. They're very little lungs. They're so tiny. I'm just a little guy,
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
a little haunted guy. Now I sound like Rick
Alright.
and Morty. Well,
Gee, Rick, I don't know. Yeah, no, I think you might be right. Actually, the really low voice is actually way funnier. You know?
all right. I'm just trying not to start sounding like I'm from the Bronx.
Flip flop back and
Right.
forth.
Exactly. All you have to do is not be Galen, and
Consistency
you're
is
gonna win
overrated.
this. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, yeah. Given that you are chaotic neutral, maybe your voice just changes.
Whoa, outed.
Maybe he has multiple voices inside of him.
That would explain a lot
oh.
of the mental torment that I experience.
Okay. I'm already seeing the layers of these characters emerging. So
Dismissal.
now we are going to delve into the story. So I hope you are all ready
I was
to delve into the story.
born ready for delving.
I was never ready, and it was never my choice.
I'm up for anything, always.
All right. So, you all are inhabitants of the lands surrounding the Talinor Monastery. And you have arrived in the tavern of the town near the Talinor Monastery because you have heard that something terrible has occurred at the Talinor Monastery.
Also good booze.
Yeah. Also, they have excellent drinks there. Yeah. A broad variety of ale styles.
I mean, the monastery
They don't have
monks-
distilled beverages or wine, but I mean, if you like fermented grains and fruits, they've got your back. So, it for all of you, it was like doing
Fermented
double duty. Like,
mushrooms, mate.
I heard something terrible happened at the Talinor Monastery, and they have a great bar.
They really do. I believe. Do they have a mushroom alcohol? Do they have a thing?
Yes,
Oh, I am right at home.
exactly.
But-
If we can infuse things into the brews of the Talinor Monastery, then
Come on, don't get high right off the bat.
It is.
We don't even know what we're
it is-
dealing with yet.
It is delicious. But right at home to Ralimon means I am awkwardly hunched over slightly in corner because my antlers might hit the roof, quietly sipping drink.
Do you have arms or legs? 4 legs.
I have arms. I stand upright.
Like, so you're like a centaur, but
no,
deer?
Humanoid.
no, like humanoid, like more like similar to you and similar to the other sort of animal,
okay.
like the tabaxi, the cat people.
Does the
Okay.
bartender ask if you have a long face? I mean, why? Like, why you have a long face?
No, he doesn't.
We are not going for lowest hanging fruit. I see. Okay.
Well, that's what I can reach, okay?
So, each of you has returned to Talinor for your own reasons. Maybe it's your sacred beliefs. Maybe it is about alleviating human suffering as a result of the disaster that you have heard about. For some, it is just about monetary reward, while others have heard that there is a treasure inside the monastery in the form of magical spells or magical weapons or magical other treasures. So,
I have heard there is beautiful geode hidden somewhere.
yeah, exactly. So, you meet at the tavern over your delicious beverages. What all beverages did you order? Very briefly.
Ralamon has ordered a mushroom whiskey.
Root
Okay.
beer.
A fire. Sorry. A fire cider, but he's being adventurous and it's infused with mushrooms.
Okay,
God.
great. So now that you've all met one another, you approach the abbot of the monastery, and he is about to tell you what happened. So you sit down with the abbot at the table, and he is looking shook and almost on the verge of death from a disaster that he has gone through. He is clearly very advanced in years, and he says, to your question, what happened in the monastery of Talinor, he says, I was in the sacred chamber of Lorimar, where we keep the sacred tome of Lorimagos, who founded the monastery and our order of monks. A person who appeared to be old, an old man, came to the front door, and he was asking for alms. And of course, we have all vowed to give care to those in need. I invited him to enter the temple. I felt safe, of course, because our great warrior, Lathwin, guards the temple, and she was standing right beside me. But then, all of a sudden, this old, craggy, hunched-over beggar pulled back his hood to reveal a wicked and bearded face with flashing eyes and a terrible grin. He pointed at Lathwin as she went to attack him because she could immediately tell how evil he was. And he stopped her in his tracks as if she was frozen in time. So then he knocked me to the ground and he ran upstairs to the chamber of Lorimar. And I followed him and found him taking the tome of Lorimagos from its sacred housing.
Oh no! I
As
take
he-
it.
Did
I
he
take
check it out?
Is library? I take a moment. I lean way down to the small elf next to me, and I whisper, "Does having beard make you bad and evil?"
Are you trying to say that I am bad and
No,
evil?
I am
I have
at-
a beautiful golden beard.
I very sorry. I used to more Underdark. Please, Abbot. I apologies. Continue.
I heard what you said there. I heard that you said you thought maybe their evil would be expressed in a beard just by having a beard. Of course, no. I myself have a beard.
You did, but you mentioned beard and evil, and I'm sorry.
This beard was particularly wicked,
Okay.
pointy, and
Oh,
devilish.
it's pointy beards that are evil.
I stroke my chin lightly.
They're certainly
I curl my
expressing of
fingers
evil.
in my curly Q golden beard.
Right.
I've never been able to grow a beard myself, but I have a couple of fire tendrils coming out of my chest.
How old are you anyway? 15?
I'm like an adult man.
Sounds like you're 20.
You know, some beings just don't have facial hair, and that's normal.
I pat my own very fuzzy cheeks.
Yeah, some people are all facial hair.
It is fur.
Anyway, enough about beards. Or
Yes.
rather, enough about beards.
So this person took the tome without checking it out.
Exactly. He did not even check it out. Not that we would ever give it to anyone except other than members of the monastery.
They
And
have
so
library
he picked it up,
cards.
and I saw the power of the tome of Lorimagos coursing through his body. And then the last thing I saw before the smoke, he looked at me and he smiled a wicked grin, a wicked and terrible grin. this pointy beard flashing in the lights of the monastery. And then he pointed at me, and all of a sudden I disappeared from the sacred chamber of the Tome of Lori Magus. And I found myself reappearing all the way across the river. So then I stood up, I picked myself up off the ground, and I looked back towards the monastery, and I saw this wicked person standing in the courtyard outside the sacred chamber as he laughed wickedly.
It was a really
And then
great
all of a
impression,
sudden he
man.
waved his hands, and a giant river of glowing lava erupted from the mountainside and flowed into the valley, creating a huge curtain of steam. And then, just as the smoke and steam was obscuring my view of the monastery, a giant swarm of insects appeared in front of me, so I couldn't even see the monastery anymore. It was a great disaster. And terrifyingly, this wicked person has taken the tome and the monastery, and no one is there to defend it.
I feel like we need to shave his beard. That would solve problem, no?
Well, first we've got to catch him.
I mean, certainly the beard appeared to be very powerful. And if you could get close enough to take the beard, I'm sure that would at least decrease his power somewhat. But I don't know that. I mean, now he's also got the Tome of Lori Magus.
And now about that tome. What is it? What does it do?
Yes.
Why do you have it? Where did you get it?
The Tome of Lori Magus was written by our founder, Lori Magus, and it allows us to channel the powers of nature and keep everyone in the monastery young and connected with nature. So we all love mushrooms and trees and plants.
I love mushrooms.
You know about mushrooms, my man?
I know many things about mushrooms.
Oh my god.
Now is
we
not
got
time.
some side sparring to do.
A strong feeling as I saw you all sidle up with your drinks filled with mushrooms, that this would be an excellent party to save our monastery, given everyone's commitment to mushrooms.
Well, I do not know about everyone, but I am committed to mushrooms. And tell me, your monastery, if I recall, does it have caves underneath?
Yes.
This
Excellent
bastard
question.
must not threaten the caves. I am in. I stand up and I hit my antlers on the ceiling. Ow! These places are too short.
That's an excellent question. There are only two entrances to the monastery. One is through the front door at the top of the mountain, and one is through the labyrinth in the lower level. And my sense is that as I saw this giant swarm of insects appear in front of the front gates, that it would be very difficult to get in through the front gate, and that you may have to enter the monastery through the labyrinth.
I'm okay with going through the back.
Well,
you're okay with going through a back door?
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Okay, well, by the way, I am Rallyman. Please call me Ral, Mr. Abbott.
My friends, my compatriots, I'm Blaze.
You certainly are.
My name is Quilliam Shirk, but you can call me
Shirk.
Quilliam Shirk.
I will call you that because it's your name, no?
Yes.
Quilliam Shirk.
Can I call you
Ral
Quilly?
and Blaze.
I'm going to call you Quilly.
We're so pleased that you could save our sacred monastery and the sacred Tome of Lor Magus from this evil interloper with the pointy beard, and restore our monastery to its greatness. By the way, if you see my retainer Lathwin anywhere in the labyrinth or anywhere in the monastery, please save her. I was terrified for her fate as I saw this.
No problem. I'm
evil
always here
being.
to save the ladies.
Please take this this key. It's called the heart key, and
Is it the key to her heart?
It's the key to several doors within the monastery that may be helpful to you.
Oh, thank you, Abbot. It is very kind.
So sad to hear about the trouble you've been having, but what a fortuitous meeting over root beer and various mushroom elixirs.
Fire cider.
Yeah, whatever. Not that any of you asked, but I am a wood elf, and mushrooms often grow on wood. So I guess I just can't stand to have you keep talking about the fungi without realizing that I'm a fun guy too.
I break off a tiny mushroom from my horns and I offer it. I lean way down again to half my
all
height.
the way down to where I am, very close to the ground down here.
Mr. Shirk, would you like this mushroom?
I think I'll take it when the time is right. And I grab the little mushroom and I put it in my golden curly beard for later.
I slap him in the back. You are, I'm sure, a fun guy, Quilly. And the force is really loud.
How many times are you gonna hit me?
Really loud. I mean, really strong.
Yeah,
Loud and strong.
Well,
That's
because
me.
I'm so grounded, I don't move an inch.
Hey, rollers. Cutting in again at this usual midpoint of the episode to bring you our usual mid-roll. Thank you so much for listening to the show. We have such a good time building it, and we hope you all have a wonderful time listening to it. Please leave us that wonderful 5-star rating on Spotify or Google or Apple Podcasts. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, if you write a review, not only will you get shout-outs on the show, but it really helps new audience find us. So that would be extra super cool if you can take a minute to do that. And if you're feeling very inspired, it's just after Giving Tuesday, after all. You can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/The Roll Report. For as little as $2 a month, you'll help us keep making the show and keep having this wonderful time that we are enjoying together. Don't forget to check us out on social media. You can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at The Roll Report Cast for exclusive videos and content and things you will not see on Spotify. Ooh. And that's all. That's the mid-roll. Back to the episode.
So, our heroes, having accepted the abbot's quest to delve into the monastery and return the tome of Lori Magos, and ideally to expel this evil being who has taken over and ejected the abbot and potentially taken the protector of the monastery, Lathwin, hostage. Our heroes approach the monastery to find that the beautiful structure that they all remember is engulfed in flame and hot lava. Dun dun dun.
Blaze, I do not think we have time for spa. Perhaps after.
Okay.
Also, it looks very hot.
I like it hot. He raises his
And
eyebrow
indeed.
and then makes a big wink.
Rallyman blushes slightly. His cheeks go from very pale to having a little pink.
All right, you love birds.
Oh, what? Who love? No, Rally, I do not love.
It's all right, my man. Love is love.
Okay.
This
So,
is some terrifying stuff.
You approach a giant and terrifying river of lava crossed by a bridge and island complex that has one bridge at the bottom crossing onto the island and then two bridges leading out of it into the monastery. One bridge leads upward towards the main entrance of the monastery, while the other one clearly leads into the rock upon which the monastery is perched. Unfortunately, the pathway towards the main entrance of the monastery is covered by a terrifying swarm of nasty insects.
Oh.
As you approach the front of the monastery and this river of lava, what is each of your reactions?
I have the thing called speech of beast and leaf. Can I try to talk to these insects?
Yes.
Okay. I step in front. If you will allow me, I may be able to communicate with these things, resolve this peacefully. And I will take a step forward. I will bow my head a little bit, and I will say, insect, if you would not mind getting out of way, that would be very cool for us. That would be nice. We will not do anything. You can go on your way. I know where there is some very nice dead creatures underground for you to nibble on.
Okay. At
Blaze
this
just hears a
moment, right. All of you hear the sound of buzzing insects in your ears. At this moment, all of a sudden, upon the upper echelons of the monastery, appears a hooded and cloaked figure who walks towards the edge and all of a sudden lowers his hood and looks at you, laughing maniacally. You think you can convince my swarm of insects to let you aside? Fools! This is my realm, and everything here is mine.
Excuse, please? I thought this was monastery?
This monastery is now mine.
Oh.
So are these insects blocking your path. So now your character, Ral, can roll a persuasion check on the insects at disadvantage because the Dark Sorcerer has come to reinforce their resolve.
The speech of beast and leaf says I have advantage on all charisma checks, so would that make this a flat roll?
Okay, sure. Let's do it.
All right. Persuasion, I have a +0. I am not very persuasive, but let us see how this goes. I roll a natural 1. I look at the insects and I go, "You terrible little winged fox. You betray."
You hear the Dark
I roll
Dark
my eyes so
Sorcerers.
much that I look at my brain. It's
The
pretty
Dark
big.
Sorcerer laughs maniacally. Fools, you see, I told you there would be no way for you to pass this swarm of insects. The Dark Sorcerer starts lobbing firebolts at you, and it appears that there is only one way forward, and this is towards the door of the labyrinth upon which the monastery is set.
Blaze grabs the little guy by the scruff
My scruff!
and starts running, booking it, and like doing his best to dodge the fireballs. Mostly like cover the little guy with his body from the fireballs, because, you know.
I give the insects the old 2 fingers point at my eyes, 2 fingers point at them, and I follow Blaze.
And I use a gust spell to blow these fiery little doodads away.
All right. What is the save on the gust?
STR 14.
Okay. They're gonna roll a strength check. They rolled a
that's-
7.
Yeah.
So with that, they don't sting you all terribly as you retreat terrified towards the door of the labyrinth with the Dark Sorcerer's laughter in your ears.
You know, his laughter is almost as scary as his beard. But I am really scared of beard.
I heard that, Furbolg, and there are more things to be terrified of than just my beard.
Ah!
and my
He hurt me!
laughter in this
You are
labyrinth.
speaking
Wow.
extremely loudly.
Oh, I thought I was being very quiet. Sorry.
The three of you end up in the southwest corner of the labyrinth, and you decide collaboratively to elect a labyrinth leader in order to determine where you will go in the labyrinth, in what direction, so that we save time on discussions.
I nominate the fiery one. He seems to have a very strong, decisive action.
All right, my dudes. Onwards and upwards. Let's go.
Okay.
What a non-directional direction.
I just have really good intuition, so I feel like I'm just gonna follow my gut.
Where is
move
gut telling
forward.
you to? Oh, forward. Okay. Which of these?
So
I'm gonna
So,
go forward, left, right, right, right again. I turn around, not the right direction. Then I'm gonna go left and right, and then right, left, right, left, right. Right.
okay.
Which is
So
gonna end up
after
in
you
the
do
upper right quadrant. Right?
Okay. After you do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, you
I
find
shake it all
yourself at the entrance to a dark cavern where you hear something massive breathing in the darkness. What do you do?
I look down at my friends. My new friends. If I go ahead, they cannot see me because I am very sneaky.
Sneak away, you little furry friend.
Is this all right with you?
Oh yeah, I trust you completely. We've just met, but I trust you completely.
You are very trusting. I appreciate. So I would like to sneak forward, and using my umbral sight, I have dark vision, and while I am in darkness, I am invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision to see me.
Splendid. You see a giant lizard-like creature, terrible in aspect, but napping at this particular moment.
I sneak back to my friends, and an invisible voice from the darkness says, "There is a large lizard thing, but he's taking nap."
Do you think we should sneak past it?
Hold. Oh, maybe.
You stir the beast with your loud speech.
Oh, shit. I immediately duck farther out of sight and let the fiery blaze illuminate the cavern.
I cast Mold Earth, and I make the dirt and stone around to become a difficult terrain so that the beast cannot move quickly towards us.
Okay. The beast resettles in its nap, looking even maybe possibly slightly more comfortable, given that now the rocky surface is even more comfortable in their experience.
That's not what I meant to do, but oh well.
My friends, I once heard a story about one of these creatures that was kept asleep by magical music, and I recently learned the bagpipes. So
I don't think that's gonna magic anyone asleep.
May I please have little more look around this cave before you play bagpipes, which I'm sure is lovely.
Thank you. It's been 2 weeks.
I am sure you are playing very well for 2 weeks.
Thank you.
May I please take one more look for, around this creature, see if there is perhaps this warrior we are trying to rescue or something else in this place?
Yep. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Okay. It is not mine. I'm not going to use the big dice that have betrayed me. That is a 13 for stealth.
Okay. The beast, stirs somewhat in its slumber again. It opens one eye, but it doesn't look in your direction. Now go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh, shit, investigation. It cannot be perception, can it?
My perception's way better than investigation.
You can perceive first before
Right.
investigating.
I am better at this. Oh, that is very good. That is a 17 on the die, becomes a 25.
Hey, my dude, my man,
okay.
you're so perceptive.
I am very perceptive in darkness.
So near the tail of this giant lizard, hidden sort of halfway under a rocky outcropping, is some sort of object. It looks mechanical in nature. It seems to be spring-loaded, almost like a crossbow of some sort.
Mhm.
And you can see that the beast has been set there to guard it, because of the way that the beast's tail is sort of
I see.
posed in front of
Oh.
it. And you're like, ooh, that looks like a valuable item for our quest.
It does. I do not know about all these springs and things, but perhaps the smart wizard will know. So I will try to take it and bring it back to my new friends.
I have some
Okay.
animal handling skills +1. I could use my bagpipes to keep it asleep.
Okay. Are you doing that? I believe in the fuck around and find out model of D&D.
I rolled a 8 + 1. That's a 9.
Okay.
2 weeks.
As Ral is sneaking over to retrieve this object, the creature awakens.
Well, as
And
this
all of a
madness is unfolding, I decide to cast a reduce spell onto
Oh.
the little monster to reduce it to
Okay.
half of its size in all dimensions and its weight to 1/8 of normal.
Okay, great. What is the save for that?
Constitution 14.
Okay. I will roll for this. Oh, okay. This fails the constitution check. So now the giant lizard is much smaller. And even though it attempts to roar threateningly, what would have sounded like roar now sounds like
I grab the
And,
object and I run back to my friends very quickly.
okay. So while the character Blaze is playing his bagpipes, he happens to glance towards the lizard-like creature, and the lizard-like creature fixes Blaze with a gaze of powerful rockiness.
Oh, no.
And
oh no,
now
my least favorite element. Earth. Nothing puts a good fire out like a muddy time. That was a really muddy joke.
A for effort,
So
my friend.
now,
Thanks, man.
now you have to roll a Constitution save, Blaze.
Is that a D20? Because I've got a whole lot of 6 plus
Constitution.
Constitution.
Con, yeah. Yeah, you should have a pretty
plus
high
1.
con.
I got
is
a whole lot of 7.
it? Okay.
Some people
So,
might even call me a 7.
You are magically beginning to turn to stone.
Oh, shit.
I'm getting stoned,
Uh,
my friends.
Yeah, your feet
My God.
are
Typical.
caught in the mud of this cave, and then all of a sudden you start to feel really muddy, and like the fire in your feet is going out, and so you're much slower to leave these caves. It's like you are at Burning Man 2023 and you're caught in the trauma swamp. And you're just having a really hard time. Like you're moving really slowly.
You guys, I
even
feel
though-
like I'm having a really bad trip right now. I'm just like tripping over my feet.
Your feet are
Help.
almost leaden or perhaps stony.
Yeah.
This can't be good.
All right. So we're gonna give a turn now in the imaginary initiative to Fenner's character. What's your character's name again, Fenner?
William Shirk.
Quilliam. What you have managed to make this beast smaller, which is great, but it still has turned Blaze's feet into mud rock.
Am I close enough to touch
next?
it?
If you want to run closer, sure, you could touch it.
I run up and I touch it with a shocking grasp.
Okay. Is that do I have to take a save? My lizard beast?
It's a
Is attack roll for you, no?
spell attack. I have advantage
Okay,
on the attack roll.
Yep, go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay.
Right.
And then I roll a d8.
A 20. 20 to hit, and then the 8 for damage, perhaps. Oh.
And then what do I get to add? Anything to that?
Does it say...
shot hit plus
Mhm.
6.
Exactly.
So that's a 21.
Okay, that hits for sure. So yeah, go ahead and roll whatever damage that is.
And then damage 2d8. Oh, my water.
1.
Okay, sorry.
Is this little guy doing those push-up, like aggro push-ups?
What, me? Doing aggro push-ups?
The lizard.
Oh, yeah, the lizard is push like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
shocking
in the way that other lizards do.
Yeah.
It's not really doing push-ups. It's sort of like moving back and forth laterally on its front arms.
Okay.
In order to gain parallax view, based on the fact that its eyes are on the side of its head.
All right, well, back to what I'm doing. I have rolled a 10 from those 2d8s.
Okay, great. So you shock this lizard beast heavily, and given that it is much smaller than it was moments ago, it now is like whining in pain and terror. It closes its eyes in pain.
It is almost cute.
All right. So now, Ral, to you. What are you going to
do? You know what I would like to do? I will use my Firbolg magic to disguise myself as the sorcerer. So suddenly I will step out from the shadows so it can see me, and I look like the sorcerer in his robe with his hood up. And I will try to do his voice, and I say, "A lizard! You must let this person go."
Okay. Roll another persuasion check.
Okay. Do I have advantage from looking like the sorcerer?
No, because your accent is still the same.
Shit. That is very reasonable, but okay, I get a +0 on this. I rolled a 16.
Okay. Great. Yeah, the beast being made small, hurt by a shocking grasp, takes a few steps back and cowers in the corner next to the place where it was guarding this weird device that you, Ral, have recovered. So it's cowering somewhat. Now would be a great chance to make a getaway with your newfound object.
You stay there and think about what you did. Friend, let us go right now before it realizes I am not the sorcerer. Please, thank you.
Let's get out of here.
Guys.
The lizard makes a guilty look.
And stop the stone on that person. Shit. I cannot do this, the normal voice of this person. Stop making it turn to stone.
I'm not
Blaze, take another
I'm a
constitution.
him.
I am trying to speak like the Dark Sorcerer, Blaze, please.
Oh.
Take another constitution save, Blaze.
12 plus 1, 13.
All right. All of a sudden, the mud surrounding your feet, or rather that your feet are turning into, somehow seems to harden. Your feet are feeling much more comfortable at this point as you all exit the chamber. As you emerge into the safety of the so-called safety of the labyrinth, you feel very relieved to have left this lizard behind and survived this encounter. And you look at the new device that you have gotten, and you can see that it is a device for launching nets. It is a net launcher, and it has a net already like primed inside of it. And you can see that if you pull the release mechanism, it will launch this this
Some
net,
might even say we're net positive.
I do not get it.
Yes.
My dad was telling me something about nets and being positive. He's really good with stuff, so I'd just like to say what he says.
I wonder what would happen if I pull this lever. Oh, wait.
Don't do it!
Okay. Friends, who would like this device? I am all right with bows and things, but I do not need to keep this.
It's kind of as tall as I am, so I'm gonna say I cannot carry it.
I'll carry it, but I'm better at smashing things with my smash mashes.
Perhaps
That's my hands. If you
right.
didn't get it.
Did you have names? Are they like Fist and Fist 2?
Yeah. How did you know?
That was only guess, but apparently I am good at guessing.
You're so smart.
I will keep this perhaps then, because I am good with the shooting of the things. I try to make sure there is some sort of safety mechanism so it does not accidentally fire, and I put it on my back.
Make sure you shoot from the hip.
So
only from the hip.
Ral stashes the net launcher, and you venture once more into the labyrinth. Blaze, are you still the labyrinth leader, or would you like to pass the torch?
Yeah, I'll pass it on. I'm feeling a little shy and small from getting my feet stoned. I'm still have a little hungover. I'm a fully embodied human.
Then I'll take the lead. Now,
all right.
These fools with all their jovial discourse. Now it's time for some serious direction. The direction I choose. Wait, we were in the upper right quadrant? Okay, yeah, we're going to go to the upper left quadrant of the labyrinth.
I try to put on my very serious face, and my ears go back.
Look! On the way, we notice a creepy staircase.
Hey, guys, did you see that creepy staircase?
Let's go down the creepy staircase.
If you say so, labyrinth leader, I am with you. Let us go down this creepy staircase.
Do you guys need some light?
No.
Blaze,
shit!
Snaps his
Suddenly
finger.
I am revealed.
Sorry, my little guy. I mean, not so little guy.
It is okay. I would like to, perhaps I will just stay a little ahead of you again, so I am invisible in this darkness, and we go down this staircase.
Great plan.
All right. You go down the creepy staircase. Dun 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 dun. And and other sound effects. And so you are going ahead, Ral?
I will go ahead. I would like to stay just in front of where Blaze's light is, so I am using my umbral sight and staying invisible.
Okay. In the dim darkness of the staircase, you see a strange laboratory with all kinds of instruments of arcane and nefarious design, clearly doing scientific magical experiments. In the corner, you see a giant brain in a vat just ahead of you on the staircase. And towards the left, you see a powerful looking warrior woman that appears to be suspended in time.
Oh.
What's her name again?
I have forgotten already, but it started with an L.
Lana, we're here to save you.
Logwin.
Log.
Logolin.
Lord.
We're all just shouting.
Lauren.
Lori. Lorena. Lorenzo.
Lizzie, we are here to save you.
Lady Luscious.
Lady Luck.
Lady Luck.
Listen, everyone. I think regardless, it's clear that she's suspended, and even if we called her the right name, it would do nothing.
All right. You start to see the bubbles in the vat bubble more furiously, and now you all have to take an intelligence save.
Oh shit, I'm not good at those.
Fuck.
Intelligence, okay, is a nothing. You get bonus to that though. All right.
I have a +3 to +0. I have a 5. I got a 5.
I got a 12.
I got a 16.
5, 12, and 16. Okay. The 5 and 12 fail. The 16 succeeds. The people who failed have to take 17 psychic damage, and you're stunned for 1 minute.
She's just so beautiful.
Got 17
you-
off the hit points?
Yeah. You hear the laughter of the Dark Sorcerer in your brains. This time, you're not sure if it's coming to you from inside your mind or from some nefarious PA system that has been installed throughout the labyrinth. But you hear this like, you have fallen for the oldest trick in the book, stepping into my nefarious lab of experiments of arcane and nefarious design. I don't care if the title of the laboratory is redundant. Evil things are happening here.
Redundancy is one of the oldest forms of
We love
evil.
redundancy.
Redundancy is one of the oldest forms of
Evil.
And we love redundancy.
Evil is often redundant.
Nevertheless, you have stepped into my trap and now must face down my brain of psychic damage. So Ral and our tiny wizard are stunned. I cannot remember the name of your character, Fenner.
William.
Blaze is stunned.
Quilliam. Okay, it's William.
Ral-
Blaze is stunned.
Ral rolled D16.
Right, Ral is good. Okay,
Okay.
so Ral, you get to act next.
Oh, is the rest of the laboratory is dark?
Well, there's low lights emerging from the evil green flames of the experiments of arcane and nefarious design.
And did I take half damage or no damage from the success?
You took none.
Okay, none. I would like to slide towards the darkest corner, and as I do, I would like to shoot the brain in the jar with my longbow. I am trying to puncture this jar and make all the fluid drain out.
Okay, great. Yeah, roll to hit.
So I also I am Dread Ambusher. My walking speed is 10 feet faster, and I can make an additional weapon attack as part of this action. So I think that means, and I have 2 attacks per action. I think that means I make 3 attacks this round.
Okay, great.
And
Sounds
one
promising.
of them even makes extra D8 of damage, I believe. All right,
Okay,
1, 2, 3. I fire 3 arrows. I get a 22, a 24, and a 13.
Okay. I'm just gonna not even calculate damage. This cracks the vat that the brain in the jar is in. The fluid starts leaking out. You hear a creepy, psychic squeal, in your brain, and clearly it's losing all of its psychic ability, and the Dark Sorcerer clicks on his PA system again, is like, that was a cheap and dirty trick, but you will pay for that when you see what I have in store for you. All right, so now you're in this room. There's no more threats. You're out of initiative, and you're seeing this woman that is like in some sort of chamber, apparently held in stasis.
So I do not know if this is helpful, but seeing my companions, I believe, are stunned for another moment, I will cast Good Berry. I will try to make 10 of these berries and feed them to my friends to see if it wakes them up.
Could the
Sure. I mean, you could also just wait 1 minute. They're only paralyzed for 1 minute, so you could also approach the lady frozen.
I think Ralamon does not know magic very well. Oh,
Okay.
Oh, those are some really fucking good doodles. Oh my god, I'm so excited for these doodles. Better support us on Patreon to gain access to the doodles.
I was gonna say, if you want to see these doodles, there's only one way to see them.
So I
Patreon.
make I hold up a hand to my horns and I take a mushroom and I tap its little spores out onto my giant hands and they make 10 berries. And I will feed one, I sort of open the jaws of my stunned friends, shove the berry in, and close the jaw and massage their throats. So you both do regain 1 hit point. And also, we are now not hungry for the rest of the day. And I tuck the other 8 into my bag, and I will, Mr. Quilliam, I shake them a little bit. I do not know what this tank, the lady, I need help. I'm not smart.
I'm not a mister.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just call me Quilliam Shirk.
Quilliam Shirk, can you please look at tank?
I know that I'm not as smart as you guys, but I think I could handle this. And he takes his fist and just starts pounding at the lady in the vat.
And I yell, "Get out of the way!" and launch a magic missile. Again, 3 glowing darts of magical force.
Got it. Okay, so we're just attacking this chamber.
We want the lady.
I mean,
Okay.
of course.
Cool. You hit it. Roll for damage.
Oh wait.
I got a 5.
I got a 2.
Okay, like some minor cracks appear. Very unexciting result.
I look at this a little bit and I think maybe I made a mistake, and I would like to sort of look at it. If I am looking at the map right, I look at these sort of pipes and things connecting it.
Oh. Oh wait,
Yeah,
beating up the tank is great choice, I think. But I also think perhaps we can I do not know how these works, but unplug, unhook.
Or what about an ice knife?
I mean, should I play my bagpipes to wake her up?
Oh, hurt my ears.
What do you mean it hurt your
Okay,
ears?
so are you saying that you want to investigate the chamber? To be clear, this is not the same as the tank that the brain in the vat was floating in. This is a chamber. There's not fluid in it. It's just it's a glass chamber.
It is sort of like a coffin, like glass coffin kind of
This
thing.
is actually the first time Blaze is even aware of the room itself at all. He was just so taken by the lady that he just.
It is true.
Yeah.
But yes, I would like to examine the tank itself.
Okay, great. So roll to examine, roll to investigate it.
Day 16.
Okay. Beneath the chamber, you see a keyhole and the writings of a riddle in the common Underdark tongue, conveniently.
Friends,
that says,
please come look at this. And I bring everyone
it will
over.
take more than dexterity to solve this sinister game. Look to ancient languages to decipher the previous sentence. And the keyhole's secret you'll tame.
Is any of those languages common, Judic, primordial, thieves' cant, or undercommon by any chance?
I will read the riddle again.
Okay.
It will take more than dexterity to solve this sinister game. Look to ancient languages to decipher the previous sentence, and the keyhole's secret you'll tame.
Well, I am very dexterous, so we have that.
We need more than dexterity.
Yes. So I also speak Dwarvish. I in Dwarvish I look at the thing and I say, "Reveal your secret."
Wait, just tell it that we're its friends.
Okay, do a history check, Ralph.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was off the thing. That was also off the thing. Come on, dice. God damn it. This is embarrassing. I roll a 2.
Okay.
After all that.
It turns out Dwarvish is not the ancient language to which this ancient riddle refers.
Is it primordial?
Roll your history check.
Nat 20!
Fuck yes!
Oh! Okay, so you are exploring your memory of the primordial language, and you realize that the word dexter refers to the right and sinister refers to the left.
Will you say the riddle one more time?
It will take more than dexterity to solve this sinister game. Look to ancient languages to decipher the previous sentence, and the keyhole's secret you'll tame.
Does it mean we have to use both of our hands to turn the key?
Wait, I think, right, left, right,
Yes.
left.
Well, these.
Turn left.
One of us has the key the abbot gave us, presumably. Does it fit in this keyhole?
It does.
If you use enough.
So perhaps we must turn it right and left
Okay.
to unlock the thing it's locking.
My man, you were so smart.
I will put the key in, I will turn it right, and then I will turn it left.
A burst of energy explodes from the chamber as you hear this like and then the evil temporal magic that was protecting this chamber disappears in a poof, and you see a warrior woman who is like waking up from uncomfortable slumber, and she like groggily opens her eyes and looks at you and says, "Oh, what happened? The last thing I remember is a creepy old person with a pointy beard, and then it
I
all went
saved you
black."
from that creepy, and he like postures himself and like makes himself really big.
Did you save them, or did we save them?
You're right, and he gives her a big wink. Saved her. Saved you.
Ralamon just sort of shrinks a little bit to be in the way that large people try to take up less space and take a small step back, but I will hold out another good berry to this lady. The guy with the beard is very bad, but we are here to help. Would you like a berry?
Yes. I love berries. Favorite food. Thank you so much.
Oh my god, I love berries too.
Well,
we have
you
so
have
much in
good
common.
taste. Yeah, you're a pretty impressive rescuing party. What happened to the abbot? The last thing I remember was trying to protect the abbot from this awful pointy bearded menace, and then I don't remember what happened after that.
He took the book without checking it out.
And not the abbot, the bearded man.
Yeah, right. I mean, the abbot doesn't have to check out the book. It belongs to the abbey. The abbot can read the book whenever he wants.
There's been a river of fire and bugs surrounding. We made it through somehow into the labyrinth, defeated a kind of lizardy monster, and And we came here and found you.
The abbot was drinking in the tavern when we found him, but we are here because he sent us to help.
Okay, great. Well, drinking is certainly one of his strong suits. But, as long as he sent help, I guess I can't complain about that. So thank you for rescuing me. Shall we go and find this pointy bearded asshole and take him out?
Before we do, we found one thing with this lizard, so perhaps we can all friends take a look around this room and see if there are any other interesting things that he has hidden here.
Oh, yeah.
And I would like to go over, I will very deliberately squish the brain.
Okay. Good call. All right. So, Ral, you go over there and stomp on the brain, and it's really disgusting. Kind of turns into this like acidic slime.
Ugh.
You take 1 or 2 points of acid damage.
Ouch.
It burns through your boot a little bit, which is inconvenient, but it's not going to kill you.
I wiggle my suddenly bare toes against the stone. This is cold.
Lathwin looks in disgust, but then, tries to put it out of her mind. That thing was in my mind while I was trapped in this chamber. Thanks for squishing it. I never want to think about anything that awful
Of
again.
course, it is very gross. Let us do a quick search of the room, and then we find this bearded guy, and we shave him.
I rolled a 13.
Okay.
For what?
What are
For
the rest of you roll for?
So, Rallymon rolls a 16.
Okay. We've got a 13, a 16, and...
Do I just add my initiative then?
No, it's your...
Oh, +6. 15.
All right. So we've got some pretty high rolls here. You find a lot of really interesting magical science equipment. It's magic science. It's science magic.
Look, it is like science, but also magic.
Yeah. We're crossing the realms of fantasy and science fiction here. You gain certain arcane and nefarious wisdom of a nondescript type that may be valuable to you in the future as we make it up as we go along. One of you finds a beaker made of a crystalline substance that sort of is like cut glass that looks like a fly's eye. One of you finds a device, sort of like a magical Bunsen burner that just it's like a lighter that lights at any time with no fuel source continuously.
Hey guys, I found this really useful thing. Look, click, little fire comes out. Look, click, little fire comes out.
Yep, it's very on brand for the fire genasi. I take it you're taking that one, Blaze. Obviously, fire goes with fire. And the last item is a book that has some magical science spell information in it that might be useful to the wizard.
Yeah, I don't actually know if these other people can read, so I better take the book.
You notice one interesting spell in there that it happens to be written in the language that you speak, which is the language of
Elvish.
What's this secondary language that you translated the riddle from?
Primordial.
Primordial.
Oh, yeah. I actually realized that's not one of my languages.
It is now.
Yep.
That happened, and it is canon. You will not be retconning that.
I meant to say celestial, but I said primordial.
Yep.
Anyway.
Nope. It's primordial.
It's primordial.
Okay. So there's a spell written in primordial, which obviously is the favored language of spell writing for the Dark Sorcerer. And the spell is called the Spell of the Clear Mind. And it seems to be a spell that can reverse mind control. And so you file that away as potentially helpful.
Would you like to trade? I've already got a lot of fire.
Maybe you should have thought of that before you jumped on that little lighter.
I mean, I just found it.
I like this little crystal. It reminds me of a geode.
What's a geode?
A geode? Geode. Yeah. It is like a crystal inside a rocky egg. It is very beautiful.
Where do you find a
geode?
Geode.
Underground, of course. I think I am going to do something that may be stupid, but I am going to probably just like take a sniff of the liquid in this crystal thing, and then I pour it out and take the crystal thing. Unless if it smells like a healing potion, or if it smells like something very useful, I do not know if I can tell this by smell.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a Constitution save.
Oh shit. Okay, I have a +1. I roll a 4.
Actually, everyone roll a Constitution save. Wait, you've said you haven't poured it out yet?
I was trying to sniff it and see if it smells like anything recognizable.
Okay, now roll a D12 for me.
A D12.
What was I supposed to roll?
A 4.
Okay. Instantly, your tongue and face go numb.
Friends, I do not think that I will. Is there a... I'm not going to do that. Is there a stopper? Is there like a way that I can kind of stopper it up and keep it secure?
Yes.
Okay.
There are various corks around.
I quickly shove a cork in this. And I will say this to throw at something. Excuse me. And I hang at the back of the group trying to make my tongue stop being numb.
All right,
Blaze
so
grabs him by the tongue and starts like shaking it to try and like massage it aggressively back into place.
That almost hurts.
It should be hurting good, my friend.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, Blaze. Perhaps we should leave this chamber of terrible laboratories.
You've convinced me. We should go. Let's follow your direction since you seem to know everything.
Yeah, why don't you be the maze leader now?
The guy who wants to be in the back.
also signals her readiness to leave. Yeah.
Okay. She is coming with us? All right. I'm
so glad you're coming with us, Lainey.
It's Lathwin. Don't mix it up or I'll never speak to you again.
Oh, that is serious threat. Okay. I will lead us back up these stairs. And I will try to direct us towards the upper left corner of this labyrinth.
Okay. We move towards the upper left corner of the labyrinth. And there we encounter an unnatural cold as we approach a cavernous crevasse. At the edge of the labyrinth, there's, for some reason, a cold breeze blowing out of there, and we hear something creepy scraping around in the darkness.
Guys, I have a really bad feeling about this. There's like a chill in my bones.
I huddle a little closer to Blaze for warmth. Yes, it is very cold. I have 60 feet of dark vision. Do I see this thing, or it is farther than that and I just hear it?
Yeah, you see a humanoid skeleton figure in the darkness.
Oh. I see a humanoid skeleton figure in the darkness, and I point towards it. Should we all just sort of take a shot? I know you have to run and punch, but perhaps you start running and we all take shots. Does Lathwin have a weapon?
Yeah, Lathwin has a sword and a longbow.
Well, I also have an acid arrow.
Brilliant. Okay, perhaps what we do, friends, Blaze starts running on the count of 3, go. So go, not on 3, but 3, then go. And as Blaze starts running, those of us with range, and I pull the bow off my back and I gesture to Lathwin, perhaps we all take shot, Blaze runs in and punch.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Okay. So I would like to do the very silly thing where I actually, because of my dread ambusher, I have 3 arrows on my bow at once, and I draw them all 3 back to my ear at once. And I go 1, 2, 3, go! And I shoot.
All 3. All right. Roll them all to hit then.
Yeah, yes, because I have the Dread Ambusher, and I think as this happens, hopefully Lathwin does a thing, and Mr. Quilliam does a thing, and the Blaze
That
runs.
is Quilliam.
Oh, excuse Quilliam Shirk does a thing.
Thank you.
One was off the table. Nope, that was off the table again. Okay, I get a 21 and 2 15s.
Okay, great. Those all hit. Just roll up some damage. Lathwin's shooting. Let's say Lathwin also definitely hits. And Lathwin's dealing 11
Oh, okay.
damage.
So I get an extra D8 from the Dread Ambusher. So that gives 4d8 plus 12. 18 plus 12 is I do 30 damage.
Okay.
You were
This thing,
very
as a
impressive,
result
my
of
friend.
these combined arrow attacks, just like flies apart. Like,
Oh, I don't have to do my acid arrow.
You must
But
save your
then,
magic, friend. I have many arrows.
Blaze
Yeah.
just got there and touched.
struck by the commotion of this first creature flying apart into a pile of bones. Another one
I didn't even know my
appears
own strength.
right behind Quilliam and makes an attack with its awful bony claws and hisses
Then I get my acid arrow out.
menacingly. Oh, it crits and it deals terrible deathly claw damage to you.
What?
In the range
Not
of-
Quilly!
of 30 hit points.
What?
Oh, fuck.
I didn't even get to roll to. I'm just fucked.
It snuck up on you. Everybody's
I'm negative
Delightful.
9 dead right now. Then.
all right.
Oh,
So yeah, hopefully
Get
someone's
those
gonna be able to
berries.
feed you some sort of good berry or something to revive you. Because right now you fell unconscious. Your frail wizard.
That's
body,
not the sound I would make. I would not make a sound. I would make a very tough, though small. That's more like it.
Yeah, I've often felt that myself. Okay. So yeah, you crumple to the floor, the frail wizard body tumbling into a
Who are you calling
heap.
frail?
Oh no, Mr. Quilliam. I mean, Quilliam Shirk.
God.
Quilly!
Maybe I'm glad I'm dead.
Blaze is so emotionally impacted by the seeming death of Quilly that he goes into a dramatic pose and into a rage.
Okay. So Blaze rages. Then what?
Then he attacks
Blaze, what-
blindly.
What happens when you rage with your wild magic?
Oh, I roll
yeah,
a d20.
An 8.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's-
this is
an,
promising.
an 8. I'd roll an 8.
Okay, a 5. Whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as magic lashes out in retribution.
Hit me, not Quilly! And he proceeds to pummel with his blazing hands of rage.
Okay. Yeah, roll to hit.
But now I'm on the wrong thing.
You
Actually.
could roll a d20, dude.
All right, my dude.
Homie.
Oh, 10.
Blazy.
10.
Plus?
Plus what? Athletics?
No,
Plus-
what is your unarmed attack under actions?
I don't like using a tablet.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Actions, unarmed. It's a +6.
Okay.
16.
All right, that hits. How much damage do you do?
4. Undefined 4.
4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. The skeleton creature seems to be relatively unfazed by this.
Plus
thwack.
whatever rage does, right?
Mhm.
Oh, would rage bonus apply? It's
Is
because
that
it's
multiple attacks? I have no idea.
you get +1 or +2 damage on strength-based attacks, right?
Okay, great. Let's say it's
Okay.
6 damage.
Okay.
No worries.
Thanks.
Okay, so
Oh.
now it's Ral's turn again, followed by
Oh.
Lathwin.
Okay. I will quickly kneel down towards my sadly fallen friend, and I would like to cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds. So I will
Okay, great.
I will bring you back up. I heal you for 2d8 plus 2. Oh, shit, that was not very good. I heal you for 11. And then... and then, as I stand over the fallen Mr. Quilliam Shirk's body, as his eyes open, I give him a little wink. I say, you needed that, I think. And then I will use my hidden step to turn invisible.
The first thing I do is I take that little mushroom from earlier out of my beautiful curly beard and pop it in my mouth and say, well, might as well be high.
Lathwin says, I was trapped inside that time-stilling chamber for God knows how long, and I won't be fell to some nasty skeleton trying to take over this monastery. And she produces a fiery glaive from her back and assaults the remaining skeleton creature. And she hits it with ease, dealing 12 damage to it.
Very
So
impressive.
now this thing's looking pretty gross. Do you have anything else, Quilliam, besides eating your mushroom?
I think it's time for an ice knife.
Okay, ice knife. That sounds promising. It's already cold in
Dangerous.
here, so you won't need any additional work to make it additionally icy.
I fling it at a
Dicey.
creature and
Heyo.
wait, I roll a d20 to hit to see if I hit.
Yep.
You got this, Mr. Quilliam. You hear from an invisible voice. I mean, Quilliam Shirk.
Yeah, 17, and then do I get to
All
add
right.
anything to that?
It doesn't matter. The skeleton also flies apart. Maybe not quite as dramatically as the one that was hit by 4 arrows at once, but it just
And I'll roll a d10
It crumbles.
for damage.
yep, it's already dead. So
90.
the damage doesn't matter.
Dead. Super
Yeah,
dead. It's
you-
so
you're
dead. It's
clearly
extra dead.
the power of vengeance is so brimming
Compels.
within you that your attack it could not fail to destroy this nefarious creature. So now you're standing in an icy cave. There's frosty particulates on the walls, and in one corner there seems to be a strange little pond with an island in it.
Blaze is still mourning Quilly. And he's just like,
I'm
no,
back."
Quilly, you're talking to me from the dead.
No,
It's
I
amazing.
was revived.
We had such a connection.
Blaze, I have healed him.
Get in touch
Them.
with your emotions. I mean, get over your emotions.
Quilliam Shirk, I would like to, I give you the 6 of the remaining good berries. So you can have these. You can eat them now if you're not too full. They will heal you for 6 more points, and I will keep 1 in reserve just in case.
You're such a good berry.
I'll take your good berries and I'll eat 3 of them and keep 3 of them for myself to possibly
Okay.
redistribute.
Blaze, are you okay in this cold?
I feel like I'm at a disadvantage.
Okay, well, I will just take a blanket out of my pack, cover myself, and then I think, friends, we should do another little search of this room in case there are more cool vials like geodes.
Sounds good to me.
I produce flames so that we can all see more.
All
It
right,
is not
everybody,
good.
do your perception.
Do we get advantage because
Ooh.
of the
Because
extra
of the
light?
fire? Yeah, okay. Everyone can roll perception with advantage because
Okay.
everything's very
I rolled two
illuminated. You can
12s.
see the bright light reflecting off the icy crystals as they start to, in some places, melt.
I get 18.
A natural 20 for a total of 28.
Oh my god.
Okay. So Raoul's eyes immediately go towards this little island in the middle of this strange little pond in the corner. And there appears to be some sort of like little secret edifice within the rock of the island. You become very interested in it. Like there's no way you could look away from this.
My friends, look at this. I cannot look away.
Is that a geode?
It is almost like geode, but it's more, I think there is secret there. Can we get to island, or do I have to walk in this freezing water?
The water looks chilly, and there's no easy way to just like grab whatever's in the edifice. You might have to walk through the chilly water.
What if I use... Oh, where is it?
What if I call in my fiery bunny?
You have a
fiery bunny?
Oh yeah.
That seems very useful if your fiery bunny can...
I have an unseen servant.
Both of these things seem very useful right now.
I'll keep Bun Buns with me if you have just servant. Bun Buns doesn't really like the cold that much.
It is fetching things. Is it 15 feet away?
Oh, you could fetch things? Okay, yeah, it's within 15 feet.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Great. I cast
Oh my
Unseen Servant to grab the thing from the icy pond.
Okay, great. It floats towards you conveniently. And as it lands in your hand, and you sort of unfold it, it appears to be a magical icy net made out of filaments like spider webs, but frozen
stick it
with
into
some
the
sort of magical
gun?
energy.
I agree with William Shirk. Can we... I take the net gun off my back. Does it fit?
We
yes,
can make it fit.
appears to fit. It appears to be loadable into the net launcher.
Relamon wishes he understood common well enough to say that's what she said, but he does not, and this goes right over his head. we can certainly...
Isn't that lady still with us?
A Lathwin.
I don't think she would appreciate this type of humor.
But yes, we will load this frozen net into the net launcher thing.
Okay, great. So you take out the rope net that was in there originally, and you stash that in your pack, and you load up the frozen magical net into the net launcher. Who is the dungeon leader now?
I mean,
Blaze,
I think it goes back to you, Blaze.
all right, my friends, all right, my buddies, why don't we just move over here, and I'm gonna follow my gut and say we go south, which is, he licks his finger and like points a little like fire in the air. That way. And he points in whatever direction the fire is going.
Okay, I follow.
So you wander through the labyrinth until you hear the sounds of something menacing, the sounds of clanking chains around the corner in a room, an opening in the labyrinth that you are approaching in the southeast corner.
My friends, should I take a little look-see while it is still dark? Can you, turn off your hair?
Don't tell me to turn off my hair.
Oh shit! It is brighter now. I'm sorry. Okay. Perhaps.
Blage is raging.
Blage is raising. I will go a little bit ahead, very apologetically, and take a peek around the corner while I am invisible in the darkness.
You see two large shapes and hear chains hanging from them and clinking menacingly.
Friends, I see two large things with chains hanging from them and clanking in a very menacing fashion.
Well, how do we know if they are friends or foes? Maybe they're also need freeing.
Lathwin, are there other prisoners? Oh, you have been in that tube.
Why don't I connect with my inner magic awareness and see if there's any concentrated magic?
Okay.
Yeah. Roll an Arcana check, I guess. Or
I have
don't
a
know,
magic
how's it work?
awareness as an action.
Okay, great. Aware magically, please.
Blaze closes his eyes and does this like hum, and he opens it and sees whatever spell that I would need to sense.
Do you want to describe what magic awareness does?
As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of the spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to.
Okay, great. So does this just automatically happen?
Yeah.
Okay, no magic here.
I'm not sensing anything, my dudes, my mans, and my ladyship.
I would perhaps will try to take a closer look and see if I can tell more about these things. I would sneak off into the darkness again, and I would like to take a closer look or make a check rather than just a quick look around the corner.
Yes, I would also like to make a perception check.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and roll perceptions.
I'm also gonna try and be perceptive.
That is a greasy 20.
Oh no.
I got a 19. Also greasy.
I got a 7.
All right. You all see the hulking forms of two massive ogres swinging around in this chamber menacingly, and then you hear one of them talking to each other like, "Oi, Brophy, why have we been wandering around in this chamber for so long? Maybe we should go and try to find some food. How did we get in here anyway?"
My friends, I think they are ogres that this evil bearded man has sent here.
You think so?
Shall I try to get them away again?
Do you think we could get them on our side? Can I roll for persuasion?
I think you could. You seem like you could
So
convince people
You're just gonna
anything.
step out into the room, and what are you gonna say when you try to persuade them?
I'm gonna say, "Hey, ogres, it's me, your favorite type of tree elf. I want you to come with us. We're on a secret special mission, and if you come with us, I promise we will give you the most crazy psychedelic mushrooms that you've ever had."
Blaze takes out the bagpipe.
And we'll accompany you with this psychedelic music.
Whoa! One of the ogres looks back at you and says, "I've never had a friend of such diminutive stature before, but I suppose I'd be willing to consider it. I mean, I do like mushrooms."
I emerge from the darkness and I am in my tall, like trying to be as tall, and I say, "Also, we can take chains off. I would like to assist my friend here. Use the help action."
Okay, great. So roll persuasion and helpies, and roll to see if this all works out.
Damn it!
With no advantage for you, because I am not good at persuade, but I think you are maybe better than I. Are you good at persuade?
I didn't check in advance, and I have a negative.
Never mind, I will roll my own. Oh shit, I did terrible also. It is an 8.
Oh no.
We are not very convincing.
Did you convince anyone, Kaya?
With my bagpipes, obviously. I got a 4.
What is that awful racket? That is the most terrible sound I
Hey,
have ever heard.
What are you talking about?
Oh, if
These
And these
bagpipes are
people
the
are
best
clearly
instruments ever.
menaces to society, and they're just food.
if
So
you come with us, we will
bro,
stop playing the music.
let's kill them, Brophy. And they
Brophy.
unlimber their chains and begin to attack. They're gonna get first attacks on this one because
Okay.
of your ham-handed attempt.
Damn it.
May I please put myself in front of my wizard friend since I know that he is very squishy?
I'm very weak right now.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? All right.
I also put myself
they-
in front of the squishy one.
They attack you first. Let's go with one of these. We're doing chain sweeping. Okay, one of you, let's say Blaze has to take a dex save, and Colin, I rolled something to hit. Ral, yeah, you are taking a 17 to hit on this other attack.
That will hit. My armor class is only 15.
I got
Okay.
a 10.
You're taking 13 damage, Ral.
Ow.
The chain sweep, you failed your dex save, so you're now taking 4 damage and are knocked prone, Blaze. Quilliam, any responses to this opening salvo of apparent disaster?
I throw an acid arrow.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh. Yeah. 19 plus 6, that's a 25.
All right. It hits one of them in the eye, and he screams out in pain. Oh, my eye! Brophy, I'm no longer having fun. I've got to go get some first aid. And he runs out of the chamber, dropping a chain, an important looking chain. The other one is even more angry and does another attack against the two closest people. So now this time, Ral, you're going to take the dex stave, and does a 12 hit you, Blaze?
At the top.
Armor class?
Mm-hmm.
I have 11, so yeah.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're
Blaze, you are taking 5 damage.
Only
now you have to
5,
take
fuck.
a DC 14 Constitution save.
Okay, I am rolling my dexterity saving throw. I roll a natural 1 for a total of 8.
Okay.
What's the 14?
So you fail your dex. You are now also knocked prone, taking 5 damage. So both of you are on your asses. And
It does not look good.
Quilliam is the only one with a reasonable action here, besides like just getting back to their feet.
What is this woman doing? Lathwin, shoot them! Do something!
Yeah, what's Lathwin
right.
doing?
Yeah, that's right. Lathwin removes her glaive of naughty, fierce, burning things. And she is going to do something scary with it. But Quill, tell us what you do while Lathwin's queuing up her attack.
I send another magic missile, which is 3 glowing darts. 2 of the darts hit the or go towards the orc that has not been ogre that has not been hit with the arrow, and the other one goes towards the one with the arrow in its eyeball.
Okay, yeah, that one is retreating from combat, so you don't have to worry about that one anymore.
All right, then they all 3 go to that ogre with both its eyes.
Okay, do they have to take a save, or does it that you roll to hit with magic missile?
Automatically hits, right?
Oh, automatically hits. That's right.
Yeah.
So how much damage?
So dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage.
And you got 3 of them, so 3d4 plus 3.
All right.
Those are 6s. That's 4.
Oh. I need 3. One more. Grazie.
All right. Lathwin attacks with her flaming glaive and slices the second ogre across the bicep with a fiery blade. And this ogre says, "Oh, I didn't sign up for all these burny, earthy injuries. I'm out of here as well." And he runs off down the hall as well. So now you find a chain net on the ground that the first ogre dropped. And now you feel that you are ready to proceed towards the center of the labyrinth up to the staircase. Lathwin says, I know where we are now. I remember my bearings. I've only been down in this labyrinth a few times, but now I realize that the center of the labyrinth is this way, and this leads up into the courtyard, and maybe we can sneak up on this nefariously pointy bearded asshole and recover the tome of Lorimagos and save the monastery.
He is huge asshole. I pick myself up off ground. Ouch. Okay, are we ready?
Ready.
The net shooting thing, can I have the chain loaded as the second shot, like the cold one is loaded, or is it it only loads one at a time?
Yeah, one at a time, but you can keep the other two nets hanging from your equipment in the ready position.
Okay. The cold one stays loaded. I put the chain one ready before the soft ropes.
Okay. Great,
okay, Lathwin, you lead on then.
Okay, come with me, fellow heroes, to glory, to take this pointy bearded asshole out
To
and
glory!
recover the
mushrooms!
tome of Lorimagos.
Mushrooms!
So you find the center of the labyrinth and you charge up the staircase out into the blinding light of day, which you haven't seen in hours. Oh, everybody's a little bit, it's really bright out here. And all the lava and the swarm of insects, it's all pretty overwhelming. And in front of the tower, you see the Dark Sorcerer standing menacingly on the top of the tower as he is completing this spell. He laughs maniacally. Now face my true wrath, fools who would come to try and take my power. As I told you, this realm is mine. And out of the sky flaps a monstrous black dragon. Whoosh,
Oh, shit.
whoosh, whoosh.
It was nice knowing you, friends. We are fucked.
Guys,
What if I use my reduce spray spell again?
Yes.
I'm gonna do it. Is he 30 feet away?
So the Dark Sorcerer taunts you some more while the dragon lands 60 feet from you in the courtyard. So you all have come out in this courtyard elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but where this dragon icon is, that's where the dragon actually is. And you have all come out here where this fountain is.
Okay.
So you are approximately 60 feet away. Let's say these squares are all 10-foot squares.
Okay.
Well, then I send a magic missile, which has a range of 120 feet.
I go into a rage and roll a dice.
Okay. So the magic missile hits. Let's say it just does maximum damage, but the dragon sniffs and clearly does not care about this minor amount of, let's say it's 12 damage.
I would like to use all 3 of my arrows, my first turn of combat, and I will try to shave the beard off of the Dark Sorcerer with my arrows.
Shadowy tendrils lash out around me. Each creature of my choice that I can see within 30 feet must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Or take 1d12 neurotic damage. I also gain 1d12 temporary hit points. I'm going to take that.
Okay, got it. All right, the dragon rolls a 19 on its con check, so I don't think that matters. Colin, you are attacking the Dark Sorcerer.
I would like to shave him.
Yeah, you would like to shave the beard from the Dark Sorcerer. What are your to hits?
Two of them were off the... one is a natural one, so that one I think does not hit. The other two... Okay, that is much better. That is a 26 and a 27.
Okay. Great. So they hit the Dark Sorcerer in the shoulder and knee. Ah! How dare you! I summoned this dragon to distract you. And now I am in pain. Feeling very uncomfortable about this. And then the dragon attacks you.
Oh, shit.
Can I do wild shape and be a dragon?
You
No.
can certainly try.
Okay. There is a no in the space, so
I mean, I should not say since this is up to Ben,
yeah,
but
DM.
Yeah. I mean, is that even a thing that your
Yeah, I can
that your
be
wild
wild
shape
shaping
does?
so
for an animal that I've seen
But-
before.
Well, don't
Isn't
worry
your
about
wild
it
shape-
because I'm gonna send the stinking cloud, which means that a creature completely within the cloud must take a Constitution saving throw against the poison of
is
a.
that all of us?
No, you all just hold your breath.
because I looked this up really, dragons are technically dragons. They're not beasts.
What?
And there are I don't remember
Level
what
thing.
level
Yeah,
thing, but I'm
okay.
pretty sure you can like turn into a bat right now. A little fiery bat and like similar sort of things.
Okay.
All right. So the dragon roars ferociously and it makes claw attacks at the closest person.
What about my
which
stinking
is-
cloud?
Oh, yeah. Right. The Constitution save. Okay.
You need
I
a 14.
think- Okay. Yeah. It's a 16. So yeah, this dragon is evil, breathes acid probably, and poop smells do not affect it. If the dragon could laugh at this attack, it would, but it can't. But the Dark Sorcerer certainly does.
Wait, but the Dark
I have my
Sorcerer
own-
has to do a Constitution save too.
The Dark Sorcerer is over 60 feet from the dragon standing on a balcony. So
Bun Buns, I call upon you.
the Dark Sorcerer laughs maniacally. Nice poop spell. You luckily avoided my fart trap in the dungeon, which is mostly just a game I play to embarrass people. But if you think it's going to defeat a dragon, you are sorrowfully mistaken.
I am going to shave you,
told
mark my
you.
words.
Everything here is mine.
A tiny little bunny attacks the dragon.
Okay. A tiny bunny attacks the dragon. What is this bunny's attack roll?
The wildfire spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Did the dragon also attack us?
Oh right. That
We're so
that does happen.
disorganized.
Yes.
This
You
is
almost
we're doing great.
you almost distracted me. Yes. It attacks Blaze with its bite. And it rolls. Oh, it rolled a 14. What's your armor class, Blaze?
11.
Boy.
Okay. So it hits you for 21 damage.
I'm
Roar!
dead.
But then
0.
I rolled 3 of those little berries that I saved.
I'm a 0. I'm dead.
So I rolled
You're
3 little berries
I'm unconscious.
into your mouth. So now you have 3.
Okay. So you're feeding berries to Blaze. let's say Blaze now is lying there barely unconscious
What
or
about
barely
my bunny?
regaining consciousness on the ground. What is this bunny? I don't think it even hit, did it?
Oh, I didn't roll to hit.
Is this a very fierce bunny? Okay,
Yeah,
roll
it's
to
my
hit.
wildfire spirit, yo.
Okay.
It's a
okay.
little bunny
The
made of fire. It
attacking
is
the
very
dragon.
cute.
Yeah.
It throws fiery things, right?
Yeah, so a 1d6 plus PB fire damage.
Plus your proficiency, which I think for all of us is +3 right now.
Yeah, so 6, baby.
All right. You do 6 damage to the dragon.
The bunny
A
bites the
small
dragon's
puff
toe.
of green smoke emerges from its nostrils in utter disregard of the damage that you have dealt it. The Dark Sorcerer laughs maniacally and then moves his hands in the shape of a spell, and all of a sudden you see multiple copies of the Dark Sorcerer emerge and land in the courtyard. There are now 6 or 7 Dark Sorcerers running southward in the courtyard towards you. Ral,
Okay.
what do you do next?
But the Dark Sorcerer himself is still on this balcony.
The Dark Sorcerer has disappeared. You now
okay.
only see multiple
So I-
copies of the Dark Sorcerer.
I do not know
it-
which is which.
Exactly.
Okay. I should have.
Use your intuition.
I should have done this on the first turn, but I will. No, I cannot hit him because it will not do any good. I will cast my Hunter's Mark on the dragon, and then I will shoot the
Okay.
dragon. I will shoot the dragon twice, or I will attempt to shoot the dragon twice. All right, that
With
is
what?
2. With my longbow, with my arrows.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, you know what? How big is this dragon compared to the nets?
It is gettable with the net.
Get the net.
For
the net.
some reason I do not know. I yell Leroy Jenkins and I shoot the dragon with the cold net instead.
Okay, great. Roll to hit.
Oh, what bonus do I get to hit?
Let's
Is
say you get your dexterity bonus.
okay? Well, that is a big 11.
Oh.
Get the net.
I
again.
scramble around the side and grab the net that missed to grab it and put it back in the launcher.
Okay.
With the net, do I get my second attack as part of my action, or just the one shot?
Sure. Yeah, that's one action. So you could
Okay.
roll, you could use your next action to reload the net launcher with the other net, or you could just fire a weapon.
I will fuck it. I will just try to hit it with my longbow on this with this last shot. That is better. That is an 18, so that makes a 27.
Okay. Great. That hits. Roll for damage.
Okay, I get my Hunter's Mark, which means I add a d6. Terrible. That is 6 plus 4. I do 10 damage to the dragon, and I look very sheepish about the net.
Okay.
And
This,
I will like run away from my friends who are not all sort of clustered around this fountain.
Okay.
Well, then I
Great.
grab the gun and throw the icy net into it that I scrambled back with. And I try to shoot.
Let's go ahead and have you do an athletics save for this action.
+0.
You see some of the icy power fade from the net after its first hit.
Oh, nat 20, motherfucker! Look who you're athlete today!
Oh! All right.
Feeling spry!
4-foot athlete.
Yeah.
Really?
So,
I like
this
cartwheel
icy-
and tumble over and grab the net and shove it in the little rocket thing.
and then, yeah, let's just say on that nat 20, you fire and you're so close to the dragon that there's no way for you to miss.
No way at all.
So you just
way.
The icy net surrounds the dragon. This isn't like the biggest dragon you can imagine. I mean, it's still terrifying and monstrous, but it's only like 25 feet tall. And so the net like tangles its wings and it's looking very confused and frustrated and uncomfortably chilly because this magical icy net is now like in its face and all of its movement parts. So it's going to roll a strength check to see if it can escape. But it fails. And then, so now you are facing these multiple emanations of the Dark Sorcerer as the Dark Sorcerer casts.
I'm going to cast my magical awareness and do another meditation where I can see the source of the magic happening.
Okay. Can you read me this spell? I don't know this one.
I can open my awareness to the presence of concentrated magic, and then until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. When I sense a spell, I also learn what school of magic it belongs to.
Okay. So is there like a check? I mean, as far as I can tell, you're casting this on non-creature things. Like
I'm casting it objects? On the wizard. I'm trying to find the wizard.
I feel like it works kind of like Paladin Divine Sense, but magic. You just kind of like see if there's magic and like a detect magic, the school of spell.
And also where it's concentrated.
All right, just roll a d20 to see if it works. I'm going full lazy DM here.
Fuck me.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I got a 2.
All right. The Dark Sorcerer expands, and for your insolence in trying to do this, it's going to cast a Crown of Madness on you. The Dark Sorcerer is remembering how to cast Crown of Madness. You have to do a Wisdom save now.
Better than a 2. Come on.
Not fucking 20, motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right.
So
beep,
wise.
beep, beep.
Great. So yeah, nothing happens to you. The Dark Sorcerer does the opposite of laugh maniacally. He looks a little confused as all 6 of his emanations keep thumbing through this tome of Lori Mago. It's like, I should have probably prepared these spells earlier. I know the book's really powerful, but I was sort of relying on this dragon plan to like kill you all. Anyway, there's still 6 of me, so you're gonna have to figure out which one is me before you can take me out.
I'm gonna roll insight.
So, Quilliam, I think you're next.
Well, so do we know which one is the guy?
No.
Nope.
Oh man, I'm really going into Galen. Fuck, I don't know what to do.
Channel your inner Batman.
Channel my Batman.
There you go.
Now we're back to Julia.
That's even bassier than he was.
How many
It's a life or death
apparitions?
situation.
There are 8 apparitions. 6 apparitions.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There are 6 emanations.
I don't know
of
if
the Dark
everyone knows this,
Sorcerer.
but elves all have 7 fingers, so it's hard to read human hands. As I keep stalling, I just want to make it smelly again, but I know that's not helpful.
Insight?
The Dark Sorcerer thumbs through his book. Ha ha! Ah! Here it is. You may have bested my dragon, but I will still get away with this book. Ha ha ha!
Do an roll for investigation to know who to attack.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to roll for investigation to see who I should attack.
Redundancy
Wait, let me
is
see what's
key.
still
Redundancy is key.
Redundancy is key.
We love redundancy.
Yeah, I'm rolling for
In-
perception.
All right. As you're doing this, you see a portal open
Damn it!
next to the monastery, the
It's-
door
it's-
of the monastery.
It's the cord. It
What
keeps
do you
hitting
roll
the
for
cord.
perception?
Yeah, it hit a chord. I have to roll again. Damn it!
Hey, that's better.
It's a 12. Total of 12.
All right,
Total of 12.
Yeah, no mere perceiving can determine which one is the correct and true Dark Sorcerer. All the emanations start to converge on the portal next
What
to
if
the
we
front
just
door of
destroy the
monastery.
portal? Can we do that?
You can certainly try, as they say. Fuck around and find out, as the kids say.
Can
But
that be my
it's not
bonus
gonna be-
action?
It cannot be you because you definitely just used your action. So let's go now to Ral.
Okay, it is me. Are as they all go to the portal, are they like converging into one being, or are they all still six spread out?
There's still 6 of them,
Fuck.
but they're getting closer to each other.
Would it be my action or a bonus action to try to determine which one is the real one?
Depending on what means you use to determine, I could see it going either way.
Well, I would like to use my perception, or I guess my insight, if I may do that, as a bonus action.
Okay, sure. Why the hell not?
All right, I will give it a shot. No, that is a 2, so nothing happens.
Yeah.
I will-
Once again, non-magical means fail to determine which one of these sorcerers is the real one.
Can I then use my action to just take 2 shots? I will shoot at 2 different of them, picked at random.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Let's have you roll a d6 twice to determine which ones you shoot at.
Okay. A 6 and a 1.
Oh, okay. The 1 hits the true Dark Sorcerer. So, how much damage do you do to him?
My hunter's mark is on the dragon, not on him, so I simply do. Oh, that is an 8 plus 4. Is it a plus 4? Shit, where's my actions? 8 plus 4. I do 12 damage.
All right. The Dark Sorcerer squeals in pain.
Everybody,
Ow!
it is that one, and I point to the one that I shot.
As the Dark Sorcerer continues running towards the portal, Blaze gets one more action.
I cast Burning Hands and grapple him with my Burning Hands.
I think you're too far away for
Fuck,
this.
okay.
Yeah, you could only use a ranged
Send the
attack.
money again.
I send Bun Buns. Bun Buns! I choose you! Bite his face off! And Bun Buns teleports to the location at face level and uses his burning face to burn him.
Okay. So roll to hit, or is this a Constitution save, or?
I think you roll the wildfire spirit rolls to hit, no?
Yeah. Okay. What do I roll?
Your
This 11 plus what?
What does it say? Oh, may I see? Okay, jumping in for the.
Okay, so we got a tablet full of magic. It has all the information of what we do.
Summon wildfire spirit. Well, for one thing, if it fiery teleports, then it might just do some damage, but also it gets a +4 to hit, and it does a d6 plus 3 fire damage.
That's a 15.
Okay, great. Damage happens to the Dark Sorcerer. He, part of his cloak catches on fire. He's clearly very frustrated. He's like, well, the hell with this. You may have bested my dragon momentarily, but I will still escape with the tomb of Lori Magos. And with that, the Dark Sorcerer disappears through this portal as it closes behind him. And the dragon swipes off the icy net, no longer beholden to the magic of the Dark Sorcerer. It beats its wings and flies up into the sky and away over the mountains, screeching and belching green, acidic gases. And you all breathe a sigh of relief to know that you have barely survived this encounter. You have at least saved Lathwin from this nefarious person, but the Tome of Lori Magos is still in the Dark Sorcerer's hands.
Well, now we can have that spa day and all this lava.
With my how many? I don't know, whatever.
I think I'm gonna need some more mushrooms.
My 3 hit points. There we go.
I begin making us all mushroom tea. That was not fun.
But it's been really great getting to know you, my man.
Likewise, perhaps I wish I had marked the stupid wizard so I could track him through this portal, but perhaps we can do that another day after you look almost dead, and you look almost dead, and I feel almost dead.
Back to the tavern, then.
I like the way you think, Quilliam Shirk.
Quilly.
Quilliam Shirk.
Quilliam.
Well, Lathwin
chuckles
looks at you all gracefully and thanks you for saving her from this stasis cube. She's like, well, friends, we may not have recovered the Tome of Lori Magos, but we have at least rid the monastery from this horrifying evil wizard of bad taste and pointy beards. So hopefully he won't come back, but clearly we're going to have to set off on a lengthier quest to find the tome, or the lands around the monastery will never be safe. So let's go back to the tavern and we'll get a drink with the abbot and figure out what to do next.
I'd follow you into the dark.
Wow.
If heaven and hell decide that they are both satisfied.
All right, great. Well, with that, we bring this one shot to a close. Hopefully our heroes will convene again one day in the future to recover the Tome of Lori Magos and hopefully defeat the Dark Sorcerer. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another wonderful episode of the Roll Report. Thank you to all my wonderful compatriots and co-performers.
Thank you, Ben.
Thanks,
that was
Ben.
fucking rad.
Good job.
And like we always do.
Do we want it? Well, do we want to do it?
6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8.
Evil sorcerer. The evil sorcerer.
Mushrooms.
Thank you for coming to my labyrinth. Evil laughter is its own reward. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. And
follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Roll Report Cast for more weird and dumb shit like this.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was the episode. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed that. We had a ton of fun, and obviously we left the door open for a little more. We'll see how much Ben wants to do in the new year, but hopefully we'll bring you another special episode and a continuation of the Dark Sorcerer soon. We'll see. Anyway, that's all for us. Thanks again for listening. Like and follow us on Instagram and TikTok if you can, at the Roll Report Cast. Please don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating or review on your podcast platform of choice. And if you can, throw us $1 or $2 on Patreon. That would be extra super cool. And if you're anywhere near the San Francisco Bay Area, check out Dungeons and Flagons, a not so holiday semi-spectacular, our upcoming live show at East Bay Community Space on December 13th. You can find the event on Bloom on Facebook, or you can go to dungeons-flagons2.secretparty.io. Check it out. We hope to see you there on December 13th.